Good morning. I hope you guys can hear me okay when you come on. Let me set this up so I can see the chat. Morning. Uh-oh. I hope you guys can hear me okay when you come on. Oh, you guys, I am still a rookie, just so you know. I am completely new at this. Well, you probably think you have these videos up now. You're not new. But yeah, I really am. And let me see if I can share this on Facebook. Just in case there's anybody out there that might want to come in. Like I said, you guys, I'm new at this. So I will put this in the Norgus are Crafting with the Crawleys on Facebook. And okay, and I'm going, and that's pasting. This is the first time that I've done a hangout by myself, just so you know. Hey, Tracy. All right. Let me make sure that, yes, I'm on Casey's Wi-Fi because mine is not great. Can you hear me okay? Am I buffering? And Tracy, do you want to come in with me? Can you hear me, Tracy? If you want to, like I said, you can jump in here with me. This morning, oh, good. Okay. You see the link above my name? Okay. The link above when you came in, if you click on that, that should automatically bring you in. Let me see. It's me, an invite. I've already clicked to invite. Hey, Cricket, good morning. Tracy, let me know if you try it and you can't get in. Cricket, this is the first time I'm trying this on my own. So, I mean, it's a process. Oh, okay. Let me do this. Let me do live chat. Okay. All right, Cricket. I don't know if you came in and heard, but I'm going to try to get Tracy in here live. And there's such a delay from what it's so weird. Good morning, Cheryl. Cheryl, do you want to come live this morning? Huh? Because you can. If you want to click on that link up there, Tracy's going to jump in here. But this morning I have a surprise. Casey, bless his heart, he cleaned out some cubbies and he cleaned out. Yes, Cricket. And if you want to come in too, the link up there is supposed to bring you in without me having to, from what I understood, from me having to go in and invite you guys. So I'm going to. There it is. That's the link. But I have a surprise this morning. What I'm going to be doing is show showing off some of the stuff that Casey dug up and dug out. Ever so often, we have to go through boxes and stuff. And I've always boxed it up, put it back because I felt like that was something that Kevin and, his siblings needed to do. Hold on one moment, I'm adjusting. So I felt like, so I would try to put on the boxes what was in them and put them aside, put them in the cubbies so that way. Oh, good morning. Wait, okay. I think I see you. Hold on. There you are. All right. What you do, you go to the live page and you mute that.
Okay. Does that sound better?
Let me see. Let me ask. All right. Then what you do, you bring the hangout to the right, keep it to the right side, and then you have the channel. I mean the page, YouTube page to the left of it. So that way you can see the chat.
Okay.
All right. Can you see the chat?
Yep, I can see the chat.
Yay! And then that screen is muted, and the Google Hangout you keep open.
Yep.
Good deal.
Yay! I did it right this time.
Well, Destiny. Right, let me see. Okay. Cheryl. Oh, Cheryl just got out of the shower. She didn't want to go live after she got out of the shower. Do you have a TV on? Is there a TV on, Tracy?
Is my what on?
Is there a TV on? I hear something in the background.
Oh, yeah, my TV is on. I'll go shut it off.
Okay. Well, Cheryl, I am going to refresh if I can stop the lag.
That's what happens. I leave it on all day just for noise, just to have some noise in the house.
And you forget about it?
Mm-hmm. I forget it's even on.
Okay, is that better, you guys? Okay, they say it's a lag. So I want to see. How about now, Cheryl? There's still a big lag. Okay, that's much better. Uh-oh, let me flip this around. Let me flip it around. April in the morning. Bailey, really? You got Bailey trying to go in the bathroom with Bougie Bear.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, all right. So Casey cleaned out the cubbies in our house, and cubbies are what they used back in, I guess, 1914 for storage. And he got up in there, he cleaned everything out, and we pulled everything and put it into my crafting room. And me and my sister-in-law finally, we sit in there and went through dishes. And let me tell you guys, I don't even remember these dishes, but I had to have either put them up there in the cubbies or just moved them. But the newspaper said 1960. Do you guys hear this? Hey, my little future. You guys, if you want to watch somebody work out, oh, there's Pixie, Destiny, girl. I have you pulled up because I went step by step by what you said. And Tracy's in her live. Say, hey, Tracy.
Hey. Hi, everybody.
Now, you guys, that little future, that little dude, I'm going to call you little dude. I mean, you're not little. Hey, he works out. He works out, he cleans, he cooks, he does it all. And there you go.
Hey.
House. Morning. You guys, at least this. Oh, let me finish about little future. My little buddy. I don't even know how I found him. And but he is so cool. And his girlfriend done cheated on him and he cleaned her house. Oh, you guys. So
Oh,
I
my goodness.
there's going to be somebody else out there because you don't find many young guys that's wanting to clean house and do for their woman.
Mm-mm.
So you guys just give kudos to Little Future, subscribe to him. You're going to hear some hip hop, you're going to hear some music, and you're going to see him working out. And, who knows? Somebody's going to come across that and he's going to end up famous. And I hope he remembers me because he's part of our Crawley kitchen table. So you guys just show them some love. You guys,
Mm-hmm.
I will tell you this much. Poor April. Last time she was here, I done crawled up in bed with her. It freaked her out. And she's not a morning person, and she was swinging. And I was on her hair. You guys,
it wasn't so much I was scared, I was in pain.
April, like this much hair, and I didn't realize it was all over the pillow. And I said, you don't get morning loves and hugs. She said, but you're on my hair. I don't like mornings. So I did not go in there. I didn't go in there today, Tracy. Crawl up in the bed with Bailey. Okay, we have you guys in here, so I'm about to go old school. All right. Oh, thank you, my little dude. And you'll call me your princess. And you make sure this one treats you right. You're young. You just have to find a decent, young lady. That's what you do.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And you find one and make sure now they don't do nothing. Don't mess with drugs and all that kind of stuff because, that won't lead to any kind of lasting relationship. I'm not giving, this is not giving, what would you call it? This channel's not to give out love life advice, but anyway, that's what I found. And what's your real name? Because I feel like little dude just don't sound right. Anyway, but I have been married for 34 years going on. So you guys, when I put my makeup on this morning, I mean, really,
What did you do?
that was my eyeliner.
Oh,
Went crazy. Okay, I'm going to, borderline hordish. I wish she was on this morning but she'll have to watch. Hey, Vanessa. Okay. You guys, let me see if it's going to show up. All right, Vanessa, show some love to little future. One day he's going to be famous, and I hope to see him get to 1,000 because he is a workout, sweating, working out. cleaning young man.
I
Okay.
think I have Little Future. I was just checking to see if I have him, but I think I do.
I believe I came across him off Derek's channel. Is that right? Is that where I come across you? But yeah, I checked out his videos. Vanessa, that's Traci. Can I sing? Okay. I only sound good to my son. Hey, nascarman, you could jump up in here. But I tell you what, my son we do the Porch Church Network. If somebody wants to throw that link in there, there's sometimes we sing on there. And as we were going through, Traci, are you signed in, Traci? Yeah. Hold
I
on.
should be.
Well, see, there's my son, Casey, Little Future. Put our link in there. But my son found a songbook, you guys, finally, a hymnal, and it has
Yay!
to be from the like late 1950s or 1960s. But guess what? It's still the good old gospel Baptist songs. So if you tune in today, just for you, Little Future, I will sing something. Oh, there you go, Josh Turner. But yes, I will sing for you if you tune in and you listen until the end. I ain't trying to throw my Jesus on you, but what Casey will be doing today is kind of, we finished Old Testament. We're going uh, fixing to do New Testament, but there's a divide, and he'll be doing that. And I won't be shy this morning. All right. Now let me get to the good stuff. Let me go over where I can see myself so I can make sure this is going to show up. All right. Oh, please show, please show. You guys, that's Mama.
Oh my
Can you
goodness.
see it?
The little one or the bigger one is Mama?
The big one's her brother, and the baby is Mama. Is that not precious?
So sweet.
I know. Let me see if it'll. And the baby is Mama.
So sweet.
Okay. Now, I'm hearing the echo now. All right. Let me see. This is my father-in-law. I don't know what, let me see. It doesn't say what age, but this is Keevan's daddy when he was young. Now, let me find, there's just all kind of goodies, you guys. Here's another one of Keevan's dad. Casey looks a lot like his dad, like his pawpaw. All right. This my hubby.
Aww.
Now, let me see. All right, nascarman. Oh, come on in. Welcome, because there's something I think you'll like. Okay. This says it's from the Antique Toys Arts and Craft Miniatures. And that's what it says on here. But it is a pencil sharpener. And it took a while before me and my sister-in-law could figure it out. All right. There you go. And there's the pencil sharpener. And then that's how you empty it. Took us forever to figure out how to empty it because we was holding it and the drawer didn't come open. But that was still in the box, packed back by my father-in-law. Don't know how old it is. I would have to look it up.
That's the kind of cash register I first learned how to be a cashier on. One of those old ones with the crank.
Really?
Isn't that funny?
Oh my goodness.
I worked
All
at
right.
an old family
Now,
drugstore.
Okay. I found, this is a while back, but I found them. My husband's Buster Brown baby shoes, you guys.
Aww.
I said they put a bell on one because he was a wild child, so they could keep up with him. But what was amazing to me is they still have, I mean, just as plain as day, still has the Buster Brown. And this is what, let me find it now. There is one of the pictures, one of my favorite pictures up here. Oh, here it is. So, oops. I'm sure he was wearing them in this picture.
Aww.
And these are the things that were packed back. And, you know, these kind of pictures, I divided them up. Like, these are of Keevan. And then there's, that was his brother. He gets those. And when they're double, this is Keevan and then his brother Jeff. So that was exciting.
That's sweet.
And then, you guys, Christmas cards, and Mama still lived at home. So Keevan's brother, 60s, she was married. Keevan was born in 61. But this is when Mama was still living at home. And this is a Christmas card. And it was sent, so she was still living at home, and her brother too. So her brother's older than her. So this has to be at least 1950 or a little bit older, because Mama was born in 40. I'm telling Mama's age. So she was born in 40, got married when she was 17. But anyway, I love it. And then these Christmas still, 1967. And I can't wait till we finish that room in there, so that way I can, I think I'm going to take the colored picture of my husband and, you know, and his baby shoes and put them together. That room in there is all about some back in the day. And, you know, it's, my sister asked me, she said, well, are you going to teach on your channel? What's your purpose? She hadn't came in and looked yet. And I said, well, right now we're just I'm hanging out and just going over some stuff. I said, but yes. I said, what my goal is and what our goal, let me go back to the chat. I said, what our goal is to have, you guys, am I buffering?
Yes.
Let me shut down one of my, all right. Okay, I'm going to shut down that. I'm going to shut down my Facebook. Okay.
I am not a yoga post.
All right, is that better?
A little bit. You're still a little grainy.
I'm great. Goodness gracious, hold on. It might be my camera. What you think, Bud? You said I'm grainy. Yeah, it is. Look.
You look good on my end, but.
No, you even look grainy. Tracy.
Do I?
You look grainy too.
I am grainy.
But no, I told my sister, I said, I can't wait, because I said, you know, there's several of us. I said, I want us to be in that room in there. And hey, Koala, and Vanessa. So I said, there's several of us that, I want to go in there and us make things, and make art. And, I said, all of us come on live and do it, together. I said, that's what my goal is.
Mm-hmm.
And Derek, did you finish your monkey?
No, I'm still working. Oh, my monkey. No, that's this week is we're gonna glaze them and the light switches and the monkeys, and then next week we'll be all finished with them.
Okay. So I'll have to go and watch that, see how. Have you uploaded since you did the body?
Morning, Casey.
No, it's every Thursday. So Thursday is my next class, and then the following Thursday will be my last class.
All right, good.
So.
Okay. Casey, I will have to sing today.
This is gonna be good.
We will have
I didn't volunteer for that.
Oh, I know, but look, we will have a new person come in if I sing. But I told them I only sing at the end. My little dude.
Little
Derek, do
Future.
you know him? He goes by Little
Little
let me
Future.
find it.
Little Future.
Yeah, Little Future. Yeah, you know him?
No, I don't.
Okay, then I forget whose channel he came in. So anyway, I told him if he comes in Porch Church, I will sing for him.
What is he? What is he? What is he? A small version of the rapper Future?
Oh, I don't know. Is there a rapper out there called Future?
Yes. Yep.
Well, he don't rap. He doesn't sing. He likes the music.
Okay.
And he likes to clean. And the girlfriend, he did a video of him cleaning for his girlfriend. She left and cheated on him. I said, well, hope she finds somebody else out there that wants to clean for her.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, he works out. I keep saying that because my nephew, he works out at the gym. So I give. Oh, see, he's back. All right, you guys. I'm going to have to show off my bougie bear ring. Let me get this up to see if you can see it.
Yep.
All right. Look. Yeah, I got that from Bougie Bear.
Oh my goodness.
Isn't it beautiful?
That is gorgeous.
I think I got it for $8.
Okay, I remember when you put that up was it last week? Was it? When you put that up?
I think so, maybe.
I'm trying to remember. I forget so many times.
But she has, she just brings beautiful stuff to the table. I mean, anything I've ever gotten from her is just beautiful.
Anything really? I've seen a lot of stuff just from being on MSPs is amazing.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that's where you see like such a variety of stuff. That is so cool.
Okay,
right.
I love watching that.
Vanessa, there's something that was going to be a surprise, but I will show it to you to see if you want it.
So we got a surprise.
It was supposed to be a surprise, but Casey wants to see. He's excited to show it to you. So, good morning, San Juana.
Good morning,
you guys.
Surprise.
All right.
Let's see how many people in the chat know that one.
That's Cleveland Brown.
No, that's Gomer Pie.
That's Gomer Pie.
It sounds like Cleveland Brown.
All right, hold it up for me, cause. All right, Vanessa, you there? Wait. All right. You guys, older styles are coming back, but this is denim with appliques. Boom.
Yep.
And turn it around. So, Vanessa, do you want this shirt? I didn't iron it. I said, I'd let you. So let me know if you want it. and I will ship that sucker to you. Okay, DJ, good morning.
Casey was somewhat right. Cleveland is they're trying to use his voice as Gomer Pyle, just they use it that way. So, but
On what?
Family Guy.
on the show, the Cleveland show.
Family Guy.
Well, yeah, he has his own show now, the Cleveland show.
Oh.
Yeah. He was on Family Guy. He was the token black guy.
Yeah,
Oh.
exactly.
I don't know if Vanessa's still in. Vanessa, are you still with us? See if I'm best friend or you guys, is Vanessa still in there with us?
I don't see.
I don't see her.
Okay.
Good morning,
We may have
Darlene.
dipped off. Who just said good morning, Darlene?
Darlene B just joined.
Oh, really? Where's she at?
She's in the chat.
In the
You
chat.
guys, I thought Darlene would come in here with us. I done got excited, Darlene. Look, I'm kind of, I don't know, you guys. I did get up and take a shower, put on some makeup. But other than that, I am not here. I am not with it. Oh, Darlene, I use that soap. Oh my gosh. Let me show it. Let me show it. I cut off from my pink sugar. Let's see. All right, this is the pink sugar. And you guys, that's my goat milk from Darlene B. It looks like you want to eat it. Oh my goodness.
Holy moly.
And it smells so good up in my shower. And it made my skin feel wonderful. And if you guys want any, you hit up Darlene B.
Is it on her, does she have like an Etsy page or what's it on?
Darlene, how do you sell your soap? Put in how you sell your soap.
Yeah.
You can also tell Casey seems like Casey likes Family Guy. Tell Casey that Family Guy is based on my city, where I live.
Based on what?
On my city, where I live.
Pittsburgh. No. Where do you live?
Providence, Rhode Island. We're in Quahog, Rhode Island.
Do you hear him? You guys, I did not know Family Guy was so bad. Okay, did you see? She said person to person.
Person to person. Okay, well,
like on Facebook.
She should put it on her own Facebook page. There's a little group, you know.
You guys, my daughter one time, I had never watched Family Guy. So my daughter said, it's my 15-year-old grandson. He'll be 15, but he was real little, and he had to go sleep. He had to go sleep with the TV on. So she said, "Well, Mom, he'll sleep." She said, "Just put in this tape. He loves this. He loves Family Guy. So put this in, and he'll go to sleep." So I'm laying there on the bed with him, and here's this little baby standing up. Cussing at his mama because he said, I'm not going to say, but to devil with broccoli and to devil with you. He used the other word. And my eyes bugged out, and I called her. I said, what is this?
Oh my goodness.
I said, that's what we were playing in the car. And I got onto him. I said that he started cussing. I said, why do I have to cussing grandbaby? So
he wants to rule the world. He thinks that he's a man in a baby's body.
Yeah, but I told her, I said, he does not need to be watching Family Guy, Tiff. So
and you got
my grandbaby's watch Paw Patrol.
Then you got a drunk dog that he hangs around with. Come on.
I know. So, I told my grandson, I said, "Oh no, you can't say that." We was riding down the road one day, and then we get to Walmart, and I get him out the thing, and he's real little, and he kicks the tire, and he used a cuss word and kicked the tire, and I looked at him. I said, "Dude." He said, "Ooh, nanny." I said, "A bad word." I said, "Yes, you did, and you better not do it again." But yeah, bless them. But okay, these are some old bottles too. This is another thing we found. Casey dumped out the stuff because he said they smelled like roses and old lady. But they are extremely old. And I had to wash this one real lightly because I wanted the
You just became totally grainy, just really bad.
I wonder why. Because it's the.
You're all pixelated.
Am I still?
Yep.
Let me check out mine.
You're fine, Tracy. You're, but I don't know why she's all pixelated.
Oh yeah, I see it. I'm going to refresh that. Yeah, it's still from what I'm seeing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like blurry looking.
Yeah, it's all
like that soft focus from back in our days when all of us used to get our senior picture.
Yeah,
soft focus.
Okay, does it make my skin look good then?
Oh, yeah, it's doing it.
I think Fred Flintstone just chiseled out a picture of you.
Well, you guys, I told you guys that we went through the old stuff. Hey, and it might be this new makeup that I tried today because it might be just bouncing off my camera what it is. I was like, oh my gosh, these people are gonna think that. Wonder why I have jaundice around my eyes. But yeah, don't ever put on new makeup if you're gonna go live. All right, let me see if you can see this.
Gotta get this phone call. It's my pharmacy. I'll be right back.
All right. Can you see this bottle?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
Those are old Avon bottles, aren't they?
No, they come in those like gift sets.
Oh yeah. Yep. Avon, the label looked like that too for a while there too. Is that an eau de toilette?
Yes. I mean, golden something. Oh yeah, toilet water.
Eau de toilette.
Toilet water by Lander. The company is Lander.
Lander was owned by Bear and another company. I'm trying to think of the other one. There was 3 companies that were all together and they all separated because nobody wanted to do that shit no more.
You talking about Bayer Aspirin Company?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Well, good. I mean, but I'm going to keep those things and display them in there with the rest of my stuff.
Sorry.
We have a big show coming up in a month and a half, which I think you would have a field day with. Because I only live about 20 minutes away from Brimfield, Massachusetts, and we do all the primitives. It's the whole town is a flea market.
Oh my goodness, I would be in heaven.
Type it in. Look it up. It says it's Brimfield, Massachusetts. It's literally there's about 1,000 vendors. It's from one end of the city or town to the other. It happens 3 times a year. Yep.
They do that here. And Casey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Where is it? Well, we're in the other room. We're talking. Well, hello, Gulf Winds. Where is that flea market? How far does it go? There's one? It's in like Tennessee.
Oh, you're talking about the 100 mile yard sale.
Yeah, that one starts in Minnesota because I've been over in the Minnesota, Wisconsin part of it because my aunt and uncle live in Minneapolis.
Yeah, it comes across and comes down, and
Yeah,
everybody connects at one. Yep.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah, that one in the I-70. You know, the I-70 that starts in Ohio. That one's there. And then, but this is Brimfield. This is just one town, and all it is nothing but you have to park on the outskirts of the town and walk in, and it's crazy. It's been on that show there with Lisa Gibbons, Flea Market Flip.
yeah, I love that.
It's been on there. All those areas are like not even half an hour away from where I am. All those Elephant Trunk and all those flea markets, everything. That's where I am, all around that area.
Okay, April typed it in. It's a cotton picking fair, and it's in Gay, Georgia.
Okay.
But there's no way. I used to love it. I mean, we would do that to get Christmas gifts. We'd go to flea markets, and we loved it. You know, I really don't. I don't mean to sound like a wimp, but I really don't know if I would be able. How long I would be able to walk around. You know, before my back absolutely didn't want to move anymore.
That's why you get a little rascal.
I have a wheelchair. Unfortunately, I have a rolling walker because I use a 4-legged cane normally, and I have my rolling walker when I go out the house, and then I've got my wheelchair for if we go somewhere like that. Then Ryan pushes me around in the chair. I hate it, but I get there.
Rascal, and she lets me borrow that. So.
Well, Mama has a electric one, like a rascal type, but and then she used to use the one to where you push on wheels and you can sit down if you need to.
Yeah, that's what I have.
That's a rollator.
That I could do that one. That wouldn't bother me because if I bought anything, then I could lift up the thing.
The basket. That's right.
Yeah. And it's really. I never thought at this age that I would be thinking about stuff like that, and it's like, oh my goodness.
I'm 46 years old, had 2 strokes, and I'm using stuff like that. So, who knew that I was?
You inspired me. Yeah, you really inspired me when you and then there was another man. I forget whose show he was on, and he was in a bad wreck. And I told him, I said, you inspire me. So he's in a van, and he doesn't really get out very much.
Rolling picker.
No, not him. It's another guy.
Okay.
But this,
I know who you're talking about.
I added him to our Walking with God, and I added him.
He was a NASCAR.
Yeah, he drove in NASCAR. Is Bobby Pullman or?
Bobby. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
So I went back and watched some of his videos.
Yep.
And he said, don't give excuses. He said, I was in a wreck, and he said, and if I can be in this hospital bed, and if I can sail, he was telling that you can sail from your bed. You can be active from your bed. He said, if I can be active, anybody out there, he said, don't give up.
Right. That's why last Friday when I did my live, I mean, it's supposed to be Fun Day Friday, but with it being Holy Friday, I was more inspirational with my part, with showing my all my artwork, and then really, because like I tell everybody, I've had 2 strokes. I have no vision in one eye, but I'm still battling. I'm still out there fighting and getting around and trying to do as much as I can. So.
And see, I'm legally blind in my left eye,
Yeah.
and that was from, I guess, from childhood, and there's nothing they could do for it.
Right.
But you showing your artwork.
Mm-hmm.
I was telling my sister-in-law about you. I said, what people don't understand, when you pull that out and you show it, that's bearing part of you.
Yep.
I said, because when you paint or you draw, she's not eating it. She's not swallowing the pieces. Let me see. Let me see. She's not swallowing the pieces. She leaves them around. Casey won't throw my doggy bone away. I think she's still got some more use in it. Here.
No. Look, no.
Okay, well,
I'd rather her eat it.
give her a real one. But anyway, I was telling my sister-in-law, I said, and he brought out his drawings, and I said, he's like Mama. I found some of Mama's old artwork too.
Aww.
Yeah.
She loves pencil and marker, and loves doing cartoons. And she tells people I got her started. She already had the talent, but she met me because I found one that I did for her in '86 when I met her. No, yeah. So, she says I got her started doing it. But no, she had the talent. It just
You have to push and show it and do it.
and like her dream catchers. We had been telling her, those are beautiful. And she was giving them away, and then she started selling them on MSP auction. But Mama's not able to do a whole lot. She has to use the walker now all the time, or if I catch her without it, whatever.
Every time I leave the house and I don't take my walker, I think about how I would see my grandma walking around the house without her walker, and I'd go get her walker and sit it in front of her. And I know she was up in heaven looking down at me right now going, girl, you better get that walker.
Oh, yeah, I would get her.
Because I do fall down. I have fallen down probably a dozen times in the last 6 months because I don't always use it.
Well, she was too, but at her age, they told her, if you have a fall, they have to call the ambulance.
Right.
You're at that point. So yeah, she said, well, I've got things to hang on to. No, you don't. Hey, I trip over stuff in this house. But Gulf Winds, I had shoulder surgery, about 9 weeks ago. And that is something everybody said it's going to take a long time to get over. I'm going to tell you guys, I had absolutely, I woke up yesterday morning crying. Casey said, Mom, what's wrong? I said, my shoulder hurts so bad. And so he warmed me up a hot towel to put on it, and I come in the kitchen, sit at the table, and we started taking pictures out of frames. That was something. All right,
Bye, Sanwana.
We love you. And that's another person does not whine. And Sanwana goes to dialysis just about every day, and she does not whine.
She is positive all the time.
And I went in positive Friday I went in positive at my therapy, and I had to do strength training. And oh my goodness, you guys, I guess I don't have to, if you guys ever done physical therapy, which I'm sure you have, that's the first physical therapy that really hurt me. I
always call them the physical terrorists.
But God told me, don't go in there whining. You got to do your part to heal.
Yeah.
So, Todd. Hey, Todd. I love me some Todd, you guys. Todd and Jimmy,
Morning, Todd.
They would say, just do it. And Todd would be on, and he'd be all motivated and have his happy face on. And I'm like, how am I going to do this? You know, I mean, how am I going to just get on the camera and just talk to people? And I've only been doing it now, not even a month, I don't think.
Not very long.
But Gina told me, she said, if do it where you're comfortable. So I am comfortable in our kitchen.
That's where I'm at the dining room table right now.
And where are you at?
I'm sitting right on my couch. That's it. I put it right on the other couch
and kick back.
Yep. So
but
I'm at the dining room table. I got my boys. See, I got my boys in the background behind me.
there you go.
Those are my two babies.
Yep. My wife doesn't really putting any of my military pictures up.
All right, Todd, let me see if I can make you a moderator. Okay, I did it. Did I do it?
He'll see it first before you'll see it. He has to say something, then it come up as a wrench.
All right, so Gulf Winds family reseller. You know, we've really, Casey has, like I said, he's been going through the house, and the house is 100, and yep, there he is.
There he is.
Right.
And the house was 100. It was built in 1914.
Mm-hmm.
And there was stuff stuck back in cubbies and stuff that Mama didn't even, she hadn't seen, because her dad, you know, they didn't move in until her dad died. Mm-hmm. And then we moved in when my father-in-law passed. So we moved all of us in. So thank you. Thank you, Destiny. Todd, why don't you jump in here with us? I'm so excited. Come on, jump in here, because I hadn't had you on my channel.
Yeah, he just PM me, so hopefully I'm having a good day. Well, come on in, Todd. Talk with us.
Yes, Todd. You guys don't know how it just tickles me to death, you know, when you guys come into mine.
Come on, Todd. I know you got work to do, but we all do. So
yes, Todd, jump in and
he can work and chat with us.
All right, I'm sending the thing. Come on in. Come on in. $5 minutes, Todd. 5 minutes to come in and say, good morning, darling.
We got confetti for him to throw?
Huh?
We got confetti for him?
Oh my goodness. I can ring the bell for him.
I don't know what the heck I just threw, but I just threw something.
Look, Todd, I don't have confetti, but I've got my husband's baby shoes, and I will shake the bell for you. Oh, he's
something, Todd. I don't know what I threw. It's thrown here somewhere now.
He's thinking, I ain't got time for you, old lady. Oh, okay. So what do I do? Take it back out, Todd?
What's that?
About the link in the chat. Do I take it back out?
If you want. I mean, you have it at the top of the chat anyway.
Well, I reposted it.
Oh. Yeah, it should be okay. I don't think anybody else, unless anybody else is going to just pop automatic. You don't really have any trolls in there that are going to just jump into the chat. I mean, so.
But I always take advice. You guys always give me advice. Yeah. And that's good. Because
I could see if you had multiple bots trying to battle in and then all of a sudden jump in, but you can disconnect them. So.
Oh, okay. But, and that's like I didn't understand about the about like being in the chat. You can't say I sub to you.
Okay, here's the rule on that. If we're on your channel, you are allowed to say it. Okay? But anybody in the chat itself cannot say sub to me, because that means that you're going to get demonetized or you're going to get timed out or whatever. That's what the rule is. So we were talking about that last night, and I don't know. I don't think Lance. I don't know if has LSP been in this room at all. Lance Shot Picker.
I don't think he knows of mine. I mean, I'm sub to him.
Yeah,
Yeah, I am too.
He is a great guy, and he has so much information about this that he's like dead on the stuff. And I think he's working on a video now that he's going to come out with the top 10 new rules that they're coming out with for YouTube. So
Now I'm trying to think which one was he on the channel with Destiny and
Destiny, Tommy, Kimmy.
yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The guy with the beard and the tattoos?
Yeah, that's LSP. Yep.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I know who that is.
Yeah, he lives in what did he say? No. He's not in Alabama. Yeah, Alabama. He's in Alabama.
He's in Mississippi, I think.
No, he's in Alabama. I thought he was I thought he was in Louisiana at first, but like,
I
no.
got two people mixed up.
Yeah.
I got two people mixed up.
Yeah.
The one you're talking about, yes, he lives in Alabama.
Yep.
But then there's the other guy with the tattoos that jumped in one of the hangout sessions with you guys.
Trying to think.
And he used to be real big in it, and he come back out of it, and now he's getting back in.
Yeah, there's so many of them now.
Well, he has an accent. And he said because he's from Mississippi, and I was picking at him. I said, "Yeah, you have an accent," and so I told him, I said, "I can say that because I'm from Alabama." But he had a lot of tattoos, and he was in there with Kimmy and Destiny.
Yeah. Those are my two buddies, Destiny and Tommy and Kimmy. Yeah, I'm trying to help Tommy and Destiny with doing more racing and getting their kids and everybody out there to do more. They don't see. They were telling me that they don't have anything out there to do. So
yeah, where are they at?
They're in Dells, Wisconsin.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're not that far from Milwaukee. My daddy is buried in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
He lived in Wisconsin.
So I'm trying to add people, and go in and watch their videos and stuff and learn some, because like I told my sister, I said, I haven't sold anything yet, but that is, and even, if the artwork doesn't bring anything, I feel better. I'm up. I get up in the mornings, and like Kimmy has her, getting your butt in gear Monday. It's the fact, Granny Josie said, I look like I feel better now. Well, it's because I get on up and I come in here and talk to people. And it started with Casey, the Port Church Network, and I went from watching it in my bed. Then I went in his bed where I would be seen. And little by little, I have kind of, Casey said he loves it because I'm more outgoing now.
Right.
I'm telling you, YouTube saved my life in February when my best friend died suddenly. Saved my life because I deal with this pain every day. And my childhood best friend that I grew up next door to died in October. And she was younger than me. And then my best friend, all of a sudden on Valentine's Day, just dropped dead of a heart attack. And I was beyond depressed. I did not know if I wanted to live anymore. And between my grandbabies and meeting people on YouTube, that is what kept me alive.
Yep. It's like when I had my stroke, my second stroke in March last year. I was lying in the hospital bed, couldn't move my left leg, couldn't move my hands, and I was like, I'm done. I says the only thing was my wife brought my tablet in to the hospital, and gave me my headphones, and we just sitting there and we just listened to. I had my days. I would listen to certain music one day and listen to they'd pick her, pick whoever was on, and just to get me going and be like, listen, just because I'm lying in bed, and then they bounce me over to the rehab for a month, and every day, and the people that I give them credit over there, but they knew as soon as I got there, they're like, he does not want to be here. And I would be up at 7:00 in the morning waiting for my physical therapist to be there and be like, let's go. You're rolling me down to physical therapy, and we're going to work. I don't care if it's an hour. I don't care if it's 10 minutes. We're going to work as hard as I could. And that's what I did. And I got out. I still had physical therapy here, but it was just, and then everybody's like, well, start doing eBay again. And I'm like, I have trouble. So my mom and dad got us a 55-inch TV, and I blow it up, and that's how I do all my work.
Oh, that's cool.
It's a smart TV, so you can see it. I mean, there's the TV. So when I watch people, everybody's heads are like 40 inches long. Jason's like, no.
Again.
But yeah, I mean, I have my bad days, and one day, I was in here. Oh my gosh, it was like something messed up, and then I came back on because Rebecca was like, "Go back on live." So I did. I think it ended up being 3 hours, and by that night I couldn't even hardly move, and I knew it was sitting in this straight back chair, and then then I go in there and sit in the chair in Casey's room. 9 more. Oh, my little friend. I can't
I
say
know
little.
this little guy.
9 more, and he'll reach 950.
YouTube of Jesus. Aw.
I'm gonna tell you. See, it is for a reason that you come in here.
I'm telling you.
We talk a lot. We talk a lot, Casey, my son, and us about mental disability. You know, like when about bipolar, suicidal. I have lost my oldest brother to suicide, and my nephew. He was younger than Casey.
Yeah.
And he did it the day after Mother's Day, and because he become disabled. And
that's the hard part when you have that, like for me, a good pain day is about 6 on the 1 to 10 pain scale, 0 to 10 pain scale. And when you have that on you every day, day after day, 24/7, all the time, it gets you down. You got to figure out a way to bust through.
Put something in the chat so everybody can see you're in there.
Me?
Yeah. So Destiny Shamrock Pixie can show you some love.
Yeah.
Aww.
See, my problem is with the disability. Plus, I have PTSD from the military, so I go to therapy all the time for that once a week. So, sometimes my wife gets home from work and she goes, "Have you slept yet?" I'm like, "No, I can't. I just can't."
I don't. There are days I don't sleep at all either, Derek. I'm telling you.
What is with that? Because all right, I take regular medication. I take them 3 times a day. But most people say, "Well, don't that make you sleepy?" No, I do not sleep during the day. I know I need to go rest sometimes. There's times I need to go in there and lay down and rest my body, and I find myself not doing that. And by the end of the night, it really, really hits me hard, and it's hard for me to sleep. But I don't know what the thing is.
Sometimes I go to bed at 10 o'clock at night, and by 1 o'clock I'm up because I can't be comfortable. I can't get comfortable. I don't want to disturb Ryan, so he has to get up and go to work. So I just get up and go out in the living room so that I'm not tossing and turning and disturbing his sleep. And I'm just up for the rest of the night.
You and I sound so familiar. I did the same freaking thing. And then my wife goes, why are you out here in the living room at 2:00 in the morning? Because you need to sleep because you need to be at work at 5:30 in the morning.
Exactly.
And I can't. I mean, I literally, when I'm in the room, I have a fan sitting like right next to me. Because I get too hot, and then I just don't feel right. And I'm like done. So I just sit here. I pop the TV on. I'll put the volume all the way down, and just
I put my earbuds in, and I'll watch some of your guys' shows.
Yeah.
But I still can't get fixed. I mean, we don't have a living room.
Right.
It's basically we don't have a living room now, and I mean we could if I didn't want our craft room, but that's our. You know what? Our living room has always been the kitchen table. If anybody comes in, come on in. They always sit at the kitchen table. So, I mean, that's it. But I hate, I try to get fixed in the bed and I can't put my, weight on I'm so afraid to put my weight on my left arm because that's how I tore that rotator cuff and messed it up. So, okay. Let me pull. Okay. But anyway, I mean, it has really, you guys have all motivated me and to just get my butt up.
We would have a living room if we put Mama in the basement.
Do you guys hear my son?
Yeah. I didn't hear what he said.
We would have, let me get the coffee finished. He said we would have a living room if we would put Mama in the basement.
Aww.
Okay. Flipping Hustler, Todd. I don't see it.
He must have. I'm about to have extra rooms. Right now, we only live in half the house because the other end of the house is my son's room, my grandson's room, and their bathroom. And my son's getting his own house. So we're about to only use half our house. So I got some house I can share.
all your eBay stuff. One room full of eBay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let this pull up. Todd left me a voice message. That Todd, that's gonna make me happy. But yeah, Casey always talks about throwing Mama down the basement steps, cutting her oxygen.
Casey watches too much of King of Queens.
I don't know if you've ever watched that. I used to. I loved it.
Put the father down in the basement.
Casey said the Golden Girls because how would
Dorothy always threaten Sophia with the home.
Yeah, but if you remember the Golden Girls, and then Empty Nest came on after that, and that was the spinoff.
It was Empty Nest, and then the Golden Palace.
Yep.
The Golden Palace.
That's where they bought a hotel.
Yeah, they bought a hotel.
I forgot about that. See, my Facebook is just still spinning.
I keep telling Mama she needs to call. Wow, that's not very wow. I mean, really, wow.
You will have to call them because Mama don't know how to talk to people.
I'm gonna call them.
Just don't lose your Jesus when you call. You guys, we keep it real. So little man, we keep it real.
He's gonna be an 800-pound Jesus. That's a great.
That's the only time I get frustrated when I'm talking to the insurance company or something like that. That's when I get frustrated. But after doing customer service and human resources and the type of things that I did for work, I've learned to be able to keep my cool on the phone.
Well,
Cassidy will tell you. The other day, I guess Tommy got a robocall, and he didn't want to listen to him, so he was listening to my YouTube channel. He put me up against the phone, so the robocaller heard me talking the whole time.
Well, Casey let somebody on hold one time that kept calling during Bible time. So he just, you know what? He just left it open. He said, "Well, you know what? They want to keep calling at the same time every day." He said they're going to get some Bible time. I said, "Well, you know," and I didn't realize it one day that when he was still working, somebody he had done, and that was before you guys. I'm going to explain. That was way before Casey had cooled his jets like he is now. But April was here, and he done walked out of the room, and he was so angry. I done went in there and was praying over his desk, his laptop, his computer system, and I was just steady praying. I did not know there was somebody still on, online. So I told Casey, I said, I was pleading the blood over all that.
You'll get a kick out of this. We have a lot of Jehovah's Witnesses come around and bring out buzzers in the apartment complex. Well, so one day my son looked out the little hole, and he goes, "Dad, they're the Jehovah's Witnesses." I said, "All right, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna open the door. You take a knife and you start chasing after me. I'm gonna start yelling that the devil is cutting you, and we run around in the little corridor and run back in the house." You had to see them. We ran out. He's with the knife chasing after me. I'm going, "Holy crap! The devil's got him!" Ah! It's running, and the people are standing there at the door. Like,
You are so bad. You are so bad. Do you know how I handle them? See, Facebook is not going to come on. Let me get.
Oh God! It was funny. We closed the door. We're looking out the little hole, and he's going, "Dad, they don't know what to do. They dropped their papers. They don't have no clue what's going on."
Derek, I'm gonna pray for you.
What? I think it's yeah.
I did have a couple of Jehovah's Witness come to my door one day during the porch church.
Oh boy!
And I answered the door, and I had my phone in my hand because I didn't want to set my phone down. I don't stop that for anything.
Right.
And they were like, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, you're welcome to listen to my church if you want, but I don't want to hear about your church.
Well, and the thing of it is, part of my mother-in-law's family were Jehovah's Witness.
Yeah.
So one of her cousins would always come by here, and they'd sit out on the porch and they'd talk, or I'd go out there and talk with her. So every now and then, they come back. And one day, Casey and April come on in the house real quick. And we had just finished church, like on the porch. It was just when it was me and Casey and April doing it. And anyway, I'm sitting out there in the rocking chair, and they come up, and Casey and them come in. And, they said, "Do you know Jesus? And do you know where you're going to be when you die?" And I said, "Oh, yes, I do. Come on up on the porch. Let's talk a while." And I started telling them. So they really looked like they wanted to go. They looked like I took them hostage. I could tell by the look on their face they were ready to go. And what was so strange, though, the exact same things they was telling me was what we were going over, whatever chapter we were in. And they said, "Do you realize this and this, and the world is corrupt?" And I said, "Oh yeah, I sure did. Let me see."
Absolutely.
We just went over that. And I said, "I am very comfortable with my Christianity." I said, "I am very comfortable. I've been to all different kind of denominations." I said, so, but you know what? That group didn't come back. That group didn't, but the one that was somehow kin to Francis, they come back every now and then.
Yeah.
So, I stand out there and talk to him because one of the young men, I worked with his mom and his brother and his sister. So, I stand out there and talk to him. It doesn't bother me.
Right. It didn't bother me. I just thought we were just in that funny, goofy mood that day, and we just like go for it.
But, I did grow up to where that was the thing that, oh my goodness, you know what I'm saying? And the kids would be like, "Oh my gosh, Mama, they're back, let's hide."
Yep.
Mhm.
It's so weird on our Court Church Network. We have so many different denominations. We have, I think Dwayne's Catholic, and he won't mind. See, he was raised Catholic, and
I'm
Yeah.
Catholic.
Heather was raised Mormon. So I said, we have a group of all different people, and as long as you can open the Bible, whether you want to hear it as history,
Mm-hmm.
or if you want to hear it from, the religious aspect. We're not telling nobody, the way you believe is wrong. But the only time somebody had to shut somebody down was when somebody kept asking Casey because of the rag he wears on his head, that scarf.
Yeah.
They called him Muslim, and then they kept saying stuff like, well, all of they were really wanting to turn
That's
the
nothing to do with Allah.
Yeah, they were just trying to be ugly.
Asshole. Yeah.
So they had to. That's the first time we really had to shut somebody down, and I think Rebecca did it for somebody in there. Did it for us,
Yeah.
So we don't tell you your religion's wrong, but we're not going to have somebody come in and just flat out keep getting uglier and uglier and uglier either, because if you don't want to hear about, because we have had people that are Jewish. Oh my gosh, I have friends that are Jewish, and they said, well, I can only listen until the part you get to Jesus.
Right.
And then, I have to stop there. That's not offensive to me,
Mm-hmm.
but I am outspoken about what I believe. Oh, I got to show one more thing because Casey will be shutting me down in a minute.
Yeah.
About, oh, look, we're going to do another cooking show. We're going to do Runway Stew.
Yay!
I have a lot of barbecue from a Boston butt. I did 2 Boston butts. I have a lot of barbecue that all I have to do is stick it in the freezer. So that will be done. Then I'll do some chicken and ground beef, and then we'll do a cooking show.
Right.
We did the chili one, but we'll do the Brunswick stew. But
I can do one where we make cassula, Portuguese pulled pork.
Mm.
Good.
See? I love that.
But my husband, somebody said, but we didn't get to see it after it was done because when my husband come in and I had him come look at the camera, and he comes in so tired, you guys. He done this number to me. Let me get. He was behind where nobody could see him, and he does this.
No, cut.
Yeah,
That's all right. He
So
does. I do the same thing with my husband. My husband is 55 years old and he works very physical job, and he works hard all day long, and when he gets home, he's tired.
Yeah.
And I used to take his socks, his boots and his socks off for him, and any of these modern women that would make them mad because he'd pick and say, yeah, I make her take my boots off and I'll make her take my socks off. This was, gosh, when we were younger. And it would make some women so mad, and they said, you better tell me you do not take his boots off when he gets home. And I'd say, yeah, I do it. He said, she better have my supper ready. And, he would say these things to get a rise out of him. And I knew what he was doing, so
Mm-hmm.
so now he comes in so tired, and he'll be, let me see, I'll be 55 in October. So 56, he'll be 58 and doing a young man's job.
Mm-hmm.
So, I tell him now, hey, Adam. I don't tell him that. I don't tell him, hey, Adam. But I tell him now, I said, babe, I'll get your boots off because he's cramping when he comes home, even though water. So I said, I'll do that. But anyway, I got to show you guys another. I got to get a frame for this one. It's not my husband, but I may come across one. Is that not the cutest?
Aww. The only thing that would make that cuter is if he had a cowboy hat on.
And see, they had little cowboy hats to run around in. I got those too.
Yep.
But I've got to find and there's so many antique frames around this house. So I have to find an antique frame to
That
put
is
in.
adorable.
And his brother he moves around a lot. Well, that's who we pray for. But he moves around a lot. So his pictures that we've come across, I'll keep those. I have we put them in gallon baggies and, I'll take care of his until, he's steady somewhere. And then
Yeah.
we can come get them or his kids might want them. So I'll take care of his. And then we've got ours, and then my sister-in-law will go through more pictures. But Mama has them. If you guys go to Facebook, go to friends, add friend, Crawley. I think that's how she's got it. Friend Crawley. Add her. And she goes by X-Shy Dove, and everybody just calls her Mama on here. But she has all the old pictures. I mean, her dad was a photographer. I think the only one she don't have on Facebook is the one he took of a lynching. There was a lynching where vigilantes took this guy and they lynched him because.
Oh my goodness.
And you could look it up. I think the little girl's name was Mary Fagan that died, and because this guy was Jewish, they hung him.
Oh my goodness.
And years and years and years later, somebody finally confessed to it on his deathbed. Girlfriends, the state I am in is Alabama. And yes, Adam, she is doing dream catchers. But Gulf Winds, we are, if we cross, like if I were to go to, the end of the road or whatever, we have the Chattahoochee running. So we have a bridge that is like 1 minute that you can go be in Georgia. You cross that bridge and it's Georgia. But yes, Mama has a lot of dream catchers, and Adam, what I will have Casey do, hopefully tomorrow I can take my laptop in there and show you guys the one she's got. She has real rabbit, rat, and real deer antler. She's got real turquoise in one. I mean, all this in one. So real turquoise, the real rabbit fur, the deer antler. So we'll see those because we have them hanging up in our arts and craft room. So that's
my ancestors are Iroquois Indian.
Right. Mine are stubborn Italians.
That's why that's why I have the thick lips.
Mine are stubborn Italians. So.
What happened? What happened to Darlene? Did she
froze.
freeze up?
Yeah, she froze up. Oh boy.
Oh.
Now where are you, Tracy?
I'm in Michigan.
Oh,
West
okay.
Michigan.
Seems
I
like
wasn't.
everybody.
My husband and I. My doctor at one point in time said the only thing that was going to help me was to be where it was warmer.
Yep.
And we moved to Georgia for a couple of years, but then we started having grandbabies up here, and we came back. I couldn't be away from them.
Yeah. They said that to my grandfather because he had to leave the he was on the fire department and he had angina, and they're like, "Oh, just go to Florida, move to Florida, and you'll be fine." They moved to Florida, and then they came back up here again, and they moved back down there again, moved back up again. I'm like, so yeah, I'm in crappy Rhode Island. Yeah, the pothole of the world. I'm serious. You go down our streets and every single road. So are you near D or are you near Mama? Do you know where Mama? Hip flipping Mama?
Yeah, I'm not that far. In fact, we were talking about that. I am not. I am probably about an hour 15 minutes north of where Mama lives.
Okay. Yeah, because she's in Kalamazoo.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. I'm just actually one of the suburbs of Grand Rapids.
Okay. Right, because I know D, D, flipping particles.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what she is. I think she's in what did she say? I think she might be in Grand Rapids. I'm trying to remember what police department came when she got hit by that car.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see that video?
Mm-mm.
She drives a scooter, and somebody just came out in front of her and just knocked her right out.
Oh my goodness.
She had her GoPro on, and it all got caught on video. So, but yeah, because they talk about was it Mackinac Island?
Yep, Mackinac Island.
Yeah, yeah. They go. I guess they go up there a lot, but no, because D's
That's
meeting.
hard because it's not very handicap accessible up there, so that's difficult.
Yeah, well, you have to horse and buggy. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So yeah. I guess D and Mama are gonna meet up. I guess she's gonna be in Kalamazoo this weekend, so they're all gonna go up, and I want to find out. I want to go to one of those 5-to-1 stores that she goes to.
Yeah.
Do you have one near you or no?
Yeah, Five Below.
No, 5-to-1.
5-to-1.
Yeah. On Saturdays and Sundays, it's $5. Everything in the store is $5.
Oh yeah, no, we don't have one of those by us.
Oh man, I wish we had one of those around here. I like that store.
We don't even have, like even like our Goodwills and Salvation Armies and stuff used to have jewelry jars back before I knew what that really was. They
Right.
don't have them anymore now.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, Mama was saying that you guys don't even have a Savers anywhere near you guys.
Oh no, just Goodwill and Salvation Army. That's it.
Yeah, we have a Savers, and they have jewelry jars all the time. So Mama's like, buy the jewelry jars and then send them to me. And I'm like sitting there going, hey, wait a minute here. I'm going to be doing the MSP auction in a couple of months, so I need to fill up myself.
There you go. There you go.
She's like, oh, you're doing it too? I'm like, yeah, Dwayne's I already asked Dwayne. Dwayne's like, yeah, we'll have you do that. He goes, you just can't do toys though. I says, I know, I understand. I've been watching every week to see what people are buying,
Mm-hmm.
So I got it. I got comic books. I got some Nintendo games, and I got jewelry. So I got and the funniest part is I got a store. A guy knows. I sent Mama a video, and she's like, dude, are you buying the whole store out? He's literally giving me trays, bare flats of jewelry for $5.
Oh my goodness.
He just wants to just unload, and I'm like, yes.
Yay!
Yes.
Back.
And
God.
thank you guys for staying on. Did I not just talk about the internet?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And Mom also, they're going to try to charge extra. I said, no.
Mm-hmm.
I said, no. Why charge more? Because when it comes to the phone, they always want to say, well, you need to increase this and charge this.
Oh yeah.
I said, what's that got to do with the phone?
Yep.
The phone sucks. I mean, even her phone is staticky. This cordless phone.
Yep.
You could say, oh, it's a cordless phone. No, but when hers is like that, I might get Casey to ring them up and maybe I'll talk to them. But even me sometimes, guys, look, this is where he gets it from.
Yeah.
And I can do it and keep what I call keep my Jesus and handle business and make them do them like the witnesses, make them hold them hostage,
right?
And wish that I would let them go.
Mm-hmm.
I know where I can just walk in, but the way it is now with these internet and the phone companies, all this, you call for help, I know where it goes.
Oh yeah.
It goes
What's the Indian tech support? How can I help you?
Yeah, it goes overseas for sure. And then you can't understand them. And that's the problem. And then I'm like, I cannot understand what you're saying. And I'm like, can you put me through to somebody who I can understand? And they don't have anybody.
Nope.
Well, that's what happened with the conferencing center I used to work at. They started sending a bunch of stuff over, over in India.
Mm-hmm.
And the customers were mad because the quality of service went down.
Yeah.
But see, the conferences I would do, a lot of the international ones, nobody liked to do those because I have led one before. Everything was Chinese. Every bit, I think it was Chinese or Japanese. But the whole thing was once I introduced them, that's what they talked until they said operator questions.
Oh my goodness.
No, it wasn't even a translation call. It was just a call that I had early morning. And so when it went to questions, this is how I handled it because I watched what is the Chris Rock movie, Casey, with
Rush Hour?
Yes, Rush Hour.
Jackie Chan. Yep.
You guys remember when he's in the plane and he's trying to learn to say thank you? It's a shishimi.
Sushimi. Yeah.
So from watching that, I knew whenever they would be talking and then they'd say shishimi, and I'd be like, your next question comes from, and then I'd have to wing it.
Yeah.
I would have to wing it. Now you're talking about a Southern talking girl trying to tell Japanese names.
Mm-hmm.
Or either look under my desk on that box. So yes, I'm trying to read off Hungarian names, Russian names, and all this. But shishimi, I went to the next one. And that, when I tell you, when you're sitting there listening to that for 2 hours, and then somebody put last week that my voice sounds boring, okay. Listen to Chinese for 2 hours. That ain't listen to Russian or I didn't like French calls. I don't now. If anybody that is French comes across this video, I'm not saying I don't like you. I'm just saying I don't understand you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they would get mad because I didn't understand them.
Yeah.
So I got to where I'm not working there now, so I'll tell you. I got to where when there'd be a bunch of, I'd be seeing them across the screen, I would click on the ones. I would take Ireland. I'd take the UK. I would take any of those. But the Russian, the French, the India, all of those, I let those other people. I was still doing my job, answering them, but I picked and chose. And I felt so sorry for the person next to me that would get the ones and they'd keep having to say the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
May I have your conference ID number? No, your ID number. And do you know how many people gave me their banking information?
Oh, jeez.
Social security numbers.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
I told my husband, I said, that was me. That's what I did. I did it for 10 years, you guys.
Oh, my goodness.
10 years with headphones on.
Oh.
And it might have been a call that I would be on 8 hours from the time I walked in until I left.
Mm-hmm.
I hand it to the people that do customer service or they're sitting somewhere.
Yep.
They might be home. They might be troubleshooting. Casey worked for, I think, Apple from home. And
Yep.
And so I hand it to the ones that's doing it because these people have a headset on and this is their job. And it's not easy.
No, it's not. It's not.
I did fall asleep one time. I was on a call and I would be sleepy when I work, but now I can't take a nap. But I had accidentally dozed off and they were asking questions. but something about it was helicopters. I think the banking institution, I won't say their name, that I was doing the call for,
Mm-hmm.
they were talking about helicopters, or something like. I done fell asleep. I was hearing helicopters, and I mean, really, I done went to dream mode that quick, and all of a sudden I heard operator, operator, operator. Do we have any more questions? And I was like, no. This concludes today's conference, and I was like, oh my God. And then my heart's beat down my chest, and I'm like, oh my God, how long were they calling my name? But yeah, I now, Derek, but I could have lost my job, which what did it matter? I mean, I left for my doctor told me I couldn't work anymore, and then insurance I paid into decided, well, we don't think so. So we're not going to pay you short-term, long-term disability. So
Right.
But anyway.
All right, I got to run and go sin before church. I got to go have a smoke before church.
Casey don't call that as well. He's working on that. I don't even bother. So you go have your smoke before church.
Oh, okay.
We got to pray for Mama, because I'm going to tell you, Mama's in a lot of pain this morning. She's sitting in here at the table and is crying because she is hurting so bad.
Oh, I love you, Mama.
Love you too. Mom. And that's Tracy, who's your Nana. They just shouted out love.
All right, I'm gonna go out and smoke, and I'll see you guys at church.
See ya.
All right. Casey's about to come on, Adam. Come in our channel. Come in the Port Church Network. And come in there and you'll get to see all of us. All right, I'm just now catching up on okay. Adam said, get well soon, Mama. Thank you. We have our mornings. Like yesterday I was crying, and this morning is Mama.
You have those days, you never know what's gonna happen. But the best thing that we have is each other. That's the thing. We can all
You hear that, Mama? Derek, NASCARman, said the best thing we have is each other. That's true. So, and I'm blessed because I tell people I have my family here. There's people out there that are in the same boat we are, Derek, and they're by themselves. Their spouse left. Because they couldn't deal with their problems anymore.
Right.
I worked with the guy, and I talked to him every morning for about 5 years before his wife come to work. And, he was telling about her health issues. And then one day, right before I stopped working there, he started telling me, well, I'm still young enough and look good enough that I can get me another woman. I don't think I can handle her problems anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, dude, you're looking at, and I looked at him and I said, me and Kevin we've been together 30 years because I've been out of work free. So I told him, how would I feel if I got home after 30 years and he's looking at me and he says, I don't think I can deal with you anymore. You hurt every day. You grumble every day.
Mm-hmm.
I can find somebody else.
Right.
And that's why I told him, I said, so how can you say that? And they were going on up to 17 years or more.
No.
So anyway, then I'm out of work and I don't know what's going on with anybody. And then somebody told me there were several divorces that happened. But when they're talking, they said, oh, did you hear about such and such that got divorced? I said, I said, good for her. Good for her. Because she divorced him. I said, now let him try to find him a young girl.
Right. Right.
But yes, so she's a single mom now with her youngest son and does not get child support. And I give her kudos because you know what? She can't take pain medicine.
Right.
And she's in pain every day and works but she came here when it kind of first happened or whatever, and she
Right.
told her, I said, well, come hang out with me.
Mhm.
And so it was a better thing. And it wasn't only therapeutic for her to talk to me, but it was for me. I had a lot of things that, like, as she shared and then I shared.
Right.
Uh,
And that's the thing when I do my therapy at the VA on Wednesday nights. I'm not just there just to talk myself. I'm there to listen because you're gonna always learn something from somebody else, and you don't always can't think that you're worse than anybody else. Everybody is all this. Everybody's on different platforms, and you got to listen to everybody because if you say "woe is me, woe is me, woe is me," you're never gonna get yourself better. So you gotta take it in stride. Do you and try to help as much as you can, but always worry about yourself, then help other people. That's how I see it.
so, Adam, a personality is a personality, and you might call it set in your ways,
Mm-hmm.
but it's just our personality. We're still the people we were when we met our spouses. I mean, I still talk as much as I ever did, and it's still, I have to kind of bring it back some when he's tired.
Mm-hmm.
See, I talk your guys' head off, so by the time he gets home, I'm pretty good to go. I can kind of not be too chatty and all up in his ear.
Right.
But there's always people. I mean, when I had my other Facebook,
Mm-hmm.
I was on a site, fibro site, and it all is together. The rheumatoid,
Mm-hmm.
all of those. And the women that I would read their stories
Mm-hmm.
I would cry. I would be sitting there reading their stories and I would cry because I have it so much better than so many of those people. And like I said, it's not just women.
Nope.
It's a lot of men out there too.
That's it.
And I just when I love it when she comes to see me and we get to share, because she felt like she was cut off once she wasn't working. Nobody reached out to her anymore. Oh, it's almost love. Yeah. I'm reading Adams. He said, I tried to improve myself, but I have less patience now. Try to be kind whenever I can, like being friendly when shopping. And Adam, that's where I have a Kroger church. I have Walmart church. Be kind. Oh, Tracy said it's freezing out there where she's at. Tracy, where's Tracy from?
Michigan.
Michigan. Oh my goodness. But Adam, I'm just kind to whoever, because what if somebody's out there? Sometimes I'm hurting so bad when I go in the grocery store, but I'm still going to tell the guy at produce, hey there, you got a smile for me this morning? And, and he'll laugh. And then my cashier girls or cashier, I have a cashier that comes out from around, she's older, I think to me, she'll run out from behind the counter and pop my butt. Just gonna slap me on my tail end and just die laughing about it. And I said, then she's the only one that does that. And I said, I'm gonna tell my husband, shop at Kroger. Casey, do you guys see porch shirts pulled up? Because I guess I'm gonna have to end this and put my dog up.
You got it.
But you guys, it just tickled me when somebody comes on my channel and I looked at how many people, how many subscribers I had the other day, and I'm like, oh my gosh, Casey, are you serious? I have 80 something people that come on to hear me or to watch me. And he was like, but Mom, people like hearing you. And so, all right, we ready, babe?
Yes, but yeah, it'll be about 10 minutes.
Okay.
I've got to get that thing from out, and then I'll have to slow it to
Okay. So it's going to be about 10 minutes. So I guess about 5 more minutes. Thank you, Misha. You know, I just Adam come in one day, and I think Adam was talking about me and my paintbrush, how I had my paintbrush going. I was talking with it, and it was like I was talking, and I hey, I do the same thing if I have a knife in my hand, and
the wizard over there with the paintbrush.
I'm telling you, but Casey sometimes say, "Mom, you're really scaring me with that knife. You need to just put that thing down." Well, I had a pair of scissors, and let me see how if it's gonna show up because it's almost healed. I cut a t-shirt, and I cut right across my wrist there, and I'm like, we had just talked about suicide and depression and support church, and what's Casey gonna say? Oh my God, you guys, we can't support church. Mama just cut her wrist. How would that have sounded? Because I sure did pinch up some of that. So if you guys ever hear something like that, wait until he comes back.
Yeah.
And tell what's really going on.
Right.
Because with me, who is it? I think Misha or one of them said, "Yep, Casey's gonna hide all the scissors and all the knives."
Everything that's sharp, we have to lock it all up now.
I had to turn the heat back on.
Oh.
Good night, warrior. Tracy just walked in the house.
It is freezing cold.
Well, Tracy, I had to. We're running the air conditioned part of one day, and then it'll be 30 degrees out there, and then it heats up to 80 the same day.
Geez. It was so beautiful yesterday. We had windows open and the heat was off, and then I just went outside to smoke, and oh my gosh, it is freezing cold out there.
Well, it's all of us. I'm going. Let me see if I can let me do the hangouts. Let me see how to do it. How
Love
do I
you.
do it? Love you too. All right. What do I do? Just hang up the red? Wait, leave call or end stop? All right. All right, you guys. I'll see you in the other room. All right. End, leave call, end broadcast.